to save money on a low income, I feel like no matter what you do, it's just not enough. I get it. I've been there. It's frustrating, and with inflation and the talks of a recession, it can feel like it's almost impossible. But here's the thing, you can save money on a low income. You just need the right strategies, not just generic advice. In this video, I'm breaking down how to save money on a low income using 7 practical strategies that help me go from struggling to saving thousands without giving up everything I loved or feeling deprived. And if you stick around till the end, I'll share the mindset shift that changed everything and helped me actually stick to it. Hey, I'm Davina and welcome to my finance corner. I've been working in accounting and finance for over 15 years and I've learned a lot both in my career and my own personal finance journey. And on this channel, we'll talk all things money in a way that's simple and relatable. Let's get into it. Strategy 1. Set a specific goal and reverse engineer it. So when you want to save money on low income, you need to set specific goals. Most people would just say that they want to save more, but vague goals won't work. You need to be specific. This keeps you motivated and gives your money a mission. For example, instead of just saying I want to save more money, say in 12 months I want to save £5,000 for my emergency fund by saving £417 every month in high interest savings goal. That goal is specific, time bound, and it's measurable. And if £417 feels like too much, then stretch the timeline. Give yourself 18 months instead of 12 months. That will bring it down to £278 a month, which is a lot more doable because the goal isn't to be perfect, it's to give yourself something concrete to aim for. Strategy 2, automate it and pay yourself first. Here's where most people go wrong. They spend first, then try to save what's left. And I used to do the same thing. I'd get paid, I'd go shopping, I'd book concerts, go to dinners, and then be shocked that there was nothing left to save at the end of the month. But if you want to save consistently, something's got to change. You need to start treating your savings like a bill. Start prioritizing your goals and pay yourself first. You can set up an automatic transfer to go from your checking account to your savings account right after payday, even if it's just £50 a month. Because when it's automatic, it removes friction and it becomes a habit. And the key is consistency over perfection. Strategy 3, track your spending. This one's key. Most people underestimate how much they actually spend, and this could be the very thing that's stopping you from saving money. Those food deliveries and little impulse buys, they add up a lot more than you probably realize. So here's what you can do. Track your spending for the next 30 to 90 days. Track everything, every purchase, every bill, every takeaway. You'll probably be surprised by what you actually see. And the thing is, it's not about guilt, it's about awareness and accountability. Because once you see those patterns, then you can start making smarter decisions with your money. And if you need a tool to help you track your spending, I've got a budget template, which I'll link in the description box below, and you can grab a copy for free. Strategy 4, focus on the cutting back on the big three. That's housing, food, and transportation. You have the most control of your income, not your expenses. So if you really want to save money on a low income, you start by tackling your biggest expenses first because they're going to give you the biggest return for your effort. When I was in the trenches trying to save money on a low income, I focused on transport and food. So I chose a car that was cheap to maintain. It was less than £30 to fill up my tank. Insurance was cheap, and car tax was about £30 for the year, which is a huge saving. Let me be honest, people looked at me sideways for driving that car. But honestly, I didn't even care because I was so focused on my goals. And the thing is, when you're serious about trying to improve your finances, some people just won't get it. They might question your choices or make you feel like you're missing out. But you've got to block out the noise and stay focused on your goal. Like my mom says, leave them. Just do you. Because when you start to see those savings pile up and your finances start to improve, you'll be so happy that you stayed focused and didn't let anyone's opinion throw you off. And I brought that same energy into food. I stopped eating out, I stopped going out to dinners as much, and I started shopping at cheaper grocery stores. I planned my meals, I went grocery shopping with a list, and I stuck to it. And I used my Nectar card to get points and discounts. Housing. Now, this one's a bit trickier, but if you can, try to negotiate your rent, maybe downsize, see if you can move to a more affordable area, or maybe even consider getting a flatmate. The thing is, you don't have to cut out everything, just optimize the biggest areas for the most impact. Strategy 5, cut non essentials without feeling deprived. Now, I'm not a fan of extreme restriction, but let's be real. If you want to save money on a low income, you need to be intentional with where your money goes. Non essential or discretionary spending is where things usually get out of hand without us even realizing it. So here's where you can start. Look through your non-essential expenses and ask yourself, do I really need all of this? Do you need Netflix, Disney Plus, and Hulu? Do you really need to spend £100 every month at Zara, or can you work with the clothes that you already have? Is ordering Uber Eats 3 times a week going to help you reach your goals? Probably not, right? So instead, look for ways to get what you want for less. A smart way to do this is to wait for sales. For example, if you need new tech or a new winter coat, wait for Black Friday sales or Boxing Day sales to buy it. Whatever it is, plan ahead and buy when the prices drop. You can also try a no spend challenge for a few days, or when shopping online, try leaving your items on the cart for at least 72 hours. And if you forget about it, that means that you don't really need it. It's not about saying no to everything, it's about spending smart, not mindlessly. And if you want more ideas, check out my video on the things I stopped buying to save more money. Strategy 6: pay off your debt but still save something. Debt is one of the biggest blockers to saving. When I was paying off my debt, I threw most of my money at it, but I still saved something, even if it was just £50. Because the reality is, life doesn't wait for you to be debt free, right? Emergencies still happen. Your boiler might break down, your car might need repairs, or someone in your family might need help. And having even a small buffer means you're less likely to go into debt if life comes at you sideways. So, yes, prioritize paying off debt, but still save something. One way to approach it is to allocate any extra money in your budget towards paying off debt, but set aside a small amount for savings. For example, if you have £200 left over every month, allocate £150 towards your debt and save £50. That £50 might not feel like a lot, but over 12 months, that's £600. And that could be the very thing that saves you if life throws you a curveball. Because remember, it's not about how fast you go, it's about moving forward consistently. Because every pound you pay off and every pound you save is progress. Think about it, once that debt is finally paid off, then you can allocate all that extra money to your savings. Strategy 7: increase your income. There's only so far you can cut back, but at some point, you're going to have to look at ways to make extra income, because more income means that you can save faster and it creates more breathing room in your budget. So here are a few ways that you can increase your income. Ask for a raise. I know it can feel scary, but don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. You bring value to your workplace and you deserve to be paid well for your time and effort. So make it a habit to ask for a raise at least once a year. And if the answer is no, and if the numbers aren't adding up for you, then it might be time to move on. I've had to do this myself, and every time I move on, I get paid more. Sometimes for even doing the same thing. That's the power of knowing your worth. Can you maybe monetize your skills? Are there any skills that you can monetize, like writing or graphic design? Or maybe start selling digital products online. This is one of the easiest ways to earn extra income, especially when you're working a full time job. When I wanted to earn more, I used my skills in accounting and finance to create budget templates to sell online, and that was a great way for me to earn passive income. And you can do the same whatever skills you have, whether it's teaching or organization. For example, if you're a teacher, you can create printable learning games. If you're good at organization, you can create weekly planners. You can create these printables or digital products on Canva for free and then sell them online on places like Etsy or your own website. There are so many ways to earn extra income without burning out. I'll leave a link to a blog post in the description box with more ideas on ways to make extra income. And you can funnel all the extra income into your savings. Shift your money mindset. This isn't necessarily a saving strategy, but I wanted to include it because this is the part that changed everything for me. I used to think that my finances would only improve if I earned more money, but that wasn't true. I just didn't have the right tools, strategy, or mindset. Reading books like Millionaire Next Door and Rich Dad Poor Dad really opened my eyes, because the truth is, wealth isn't just about income. It's about your habits, your choices, and how you think about money. Even millionaires are frugal and live below their means. Their mindset is just different. So even if you're on a low income now, start with your mindset, because your mindset is the foundation and your habits build the house. Saving money on a low income is tough, but it's not impossible. With the right strategies, a little intention, a strong mindset, you can build stability and move towards financial freedom. Let me know in the comments below, which one of these strategies are you going to try? If you enjoyed this video, check out my other video on how to live below your means, like the 1%. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.